You could say something kind to somebody and make their whole day. Or you could say something negative and mess up their whole day. It's the same thing with focusing on the self. You can start a positive habit that might inspire your entire family. It is good to be selfish. Being selfish is a good thing. Matter of fact, as a man, it's your duty to be selfish. The word selfish has a lot of negative connotations, but if you look at all aspects of improvement, they have to do with the self. There's self-care, self-love, self-development. All these things have to do with the self. Going to the gym, that's about making yourself better. Educating yourself, that's about making yourself more valuable to the marketplace. Everything that will help you contribute more to society is about the self. It's about self-improvement. Matter of fact, Jim Rohn said you should work harder on yourself than you do your job. And that's absolutely correct. See, you are no good to anybody as a man if you don't work on yourself. You're no good to your family and you're no good to society. When you become the best version of yourself, when you focus on improving and optimizing your life in all areas, what ends up happening is that you make others better just by doing this. I can't tell you the amount of people that started to work out because I work out consistently. And not because I told them to go work out. It's because they saw me. They saw my lifestyle and they were influenced by me becoming the best version of myself. Sometimes people are too soft. They want to be a people pleaser when you should narrow your focus and only focus on a select group of people that you want to please, namely your family and yourself. There's no need to please your friends. When I talk to a lot of young dudes, when you're in that phase of life, everybody's always focused on my boys, my boys. And while it's good to have those relationships, a lot of those relationships are built on the wrong things, doing drugs, hanging out and passing time, not doing productive things. When you narrow your focus and you focus on your family and yourself as the number one and the number two priority, not in the exact order, then everything starts to become a lot more clear and you start to know exactly what you should be doing. Another important thing is self-belief. I was reading my comments the other day and I saw somebody call me arrogant. I don't know how you could come up with such an assumption about me from a short YouTube video. But when I thought about it, some people might misconstrue self-belief with arrogance. And that's cool. Because if anybody's going to believe in you, it's going to be yourself. And usually in a lot of situations, people might take your self-belief and misconstrue it and think that somehow you're being arrogant because it intimidates them because they don't have that level of self-belief. Their self-belief is small. The more you look at the big picture with everything, it's all about the self. Like I said, self-development, self-love, self-care, self-belief. Now, maybe you can understand that being selfish isn't so bad. See, you are the architect of your own life. You're not a participant in somebody else's plans. You are not a participant in somebody else's plans. You get to build your life. And how do you build your life? By focusing on the self. So don't let others project their beliefs onto you. What somebody else thinks about you is none of your business. I'm not saying that we don't have flaws. I have flaws, you have flaws, we all have flaws. But you don't let somebody else project how they feel onto you and have it affect you. Because guess what? Everybody sees you differently. People at the gym see you differently. The people that you work with see you differently. Even your mom and your dad see you differently. Your kids see you differently. If you have multiple kids, they see you differently. They have different perspectives of you. It's not all the same. But what really matters is how you feel about yourself and the steps that you take to consistently improve the self and to become the best version of yourself so that you are of use to society and your family while you're here on this earth. It's not your duty to be a doormat, but you don't want to also become too self-absorbed. You see, that's where selfishness becomes negative. When you completely cut out everybody else. You see, being selfish is not about cutting out everybody else. It's about focusing on the self. It's about improving yourself. But it doesn't mean you do that to the detriment of others. You're improving yourself for others because you becoming the best version of yourself is going to affect others. It's like the butterfly effect. You do one action, it helps other people or affects other people to take action as well in a positive or a negative sense. You could say something kind to somebody and make their whole day. Or you could say something negative and mess up their whole day. It's the same thing with focusing on the self. You can start a positive habit that might inspire your entire family to start to follow you with this positive habit. You see, this is where the magic happens. Because when you do good and when you become good and the best version of yourself, you will influence others. People are going to change their behaviors and their beliefs because of what you're doing. And this is so powerful, it can't be understated. Let go of caring about the opinions of others. Let go of toxic relationships that drain your energy. And focus on improving and being the best version of yourself for the world. Because toxic friends and relationships are not going to help you move forward. And that's the whole point of life. The whole point of life is to progress forward and to keep getting better and to help others. The other day I had somebody say, man, I wish I had invested in stock and whatnot when they were younger. He's a little bit older dude and he was telling me, I wish I invested in stock. And I told him that the best investment is himself. And it's still not too late. And that's the same thing for you. You always want to invest in yourself. Take courses, read books. Health and exercise is an investment in yourself. You are by far your greatest asset. There's no greater asset out there than you because you get to choose who you want to be by the actions that you take. So the next step is to have a clear vision of your life and who you want to be, and then take the selfish actions to become that person. Because like I said, you don't get another shot at this. I want you to prioritize yourself because you deserve it. You need to prioritize your happiness, your success, your health, everything that is going to just have you live a fulfilling life. You deserve it. And nobody should ever make you feel bad about that. It's good to be selfish. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.